All right, you guys, I am back. I'm at the hour of Mercury, and we're still with the moon in Taurus. Let me check where it is right now. All right, it's about to hit the void, of course, moon soon. All right, but we are still in new moon energy, so any new projects and things like that in which you want to start, setting an intention on something and see what the potential is with it, this is the time to start that. Okay. I'm going to utilize my Wisdom Tarot deck. Let's see what comes out. I probably shouldn't use this deck, to be honest with you, because it's so humid and this deck doesn't shuffle well when I do that. Let me use this one. Just stick with it. Alright, so I've got the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, my goodness, and the Nine of Wands, with the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. What is going on? Who are all these people? It's kind of giving me where, I'm not even kidding you, the way that it's laid out. King of Pentacles to the Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. It looks like the goal here is to offer something, but the Knight of Swords is looking at the Knight of Pentacles. They're like this down on the table. Okay. Look how they, they're facing each other. One person's angry. One person's like, I got something to offer you. All right. And then here we have the King of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. And then we have this King of Swords with this Nine of Wands. All right. The Knight of Wands down at the bottom of the deck. Three of Cups, Seven of Cups, Six of Cups, Queen of Wands. And the Five of Wands, Four of Cups, Hermit. Listen, I don't know what's going on in this energy today. All right. But there seems to be a lot of confusion around the energy. There's a whole lot of people here. There's a whole lot of knights here. There's lots of messages trying to come through. But I feel that the messages are not coming through properly. It's leaving somebody feeling like the wounded warrior. Like, that's not what I meant in the past. All right, is what it feels like. Like, the challenge here is to come back into union. The Two of Cups. And it kind of gives me such an intense, like, hurry up type of energy, like if time is running out. That's what it feels like. This is fast-moving energy. This is really fast-moving energy. Here we have moving pretty slow with an offer, right? Like something that was taking forever to finally come through, comes through. And it's to the point where it's like, I waited so damn long. I've been having my boundaries up for so damn long, and now you want to come through with the offer? I don't know. It's given that. Like at the very last minute is when they come through and they want to come back together, like, and reconcile or have some sort of celebration or something. I don't know. I'm telling you, there must have been lots of confusion happening around this energy. All right. Could be with someone from the past. Six of Cups. This could be the energy of some sort of inheritance that's meant to come through for you. All right. You could be the Queen of Wands. I don't know. This is the only queen I'm seeing so far. I've got two masculines here and three knights. So lots of people trying to get the message through, but it has not gotten there yet. All right. That's what it's given. But I have a Queen of Wands here. I don't even have a King of Wands yet. All right. So there was lots of conflict, challenges. It looks like there was some sort of missed opportunities that may have happened. All right. Lots of soul searching. Okay. Lots of disappointment, regrets, and losses. What is this? Lots of burdens. It's kind of, look, I mean, all fives are damn near here. All right, so massive change coming right now because it's time to finally start healing from this. Whatever this is, you guys, it's been a long time coming. That's what it feels like. Long time coming. Like someone had to remain brave, strong, courageous throughout this entire time up until a specific cycle was done. But it looks like, I mean, you made it. Look, like Six of Wands is here. All right. It could have been with the workplace, could have been pertaining to, you know, it's kind of like you finally getting your flowers. That's what it feels like. Happens to be, wow, you guys. Oh my God. Like, look at what you went through. 5, 5, 5. Look at this. No, that's the wrong one. I don't have the 5 of Swords out here yet. All right. Or it's just telling a story that you're finally, this is the only swords I have out here. You're finally healing. All right. Because now you have some specific truth over why you were heartbroken. 3 of Swords energy. That's what it feels like. Like you've been super burdened, super tired of this cycle, whatever's been going on. Like you're over it. And it's like message after message has been trying to come through. All right. And it seems like it possibly wasn't delivered. I don't know. I've got Virgo out here, which is technically a workplace if we think about it on the astrological wheel. I have the World card here, what it's, you know, the ending of a specific chapter, moving on to the next, and I have the Star card here. So Aquarius is energy heavy. I got all fixed signs here. I did say to you guys that that full moon in Scorpio, the very first full moon, that was going to set off the energy of this fixed energy cycle, right? Where loyalty, determination, courage, bravery, and all of that was going to be in question and was going to be a focus. It's here. Okay. So that full moon in Scorpio brought some sort of completion where it's like fixed signs, it's time to go, right? Taurus's energy is finally time to pick up. We got new moon, sun, we got Venus in his domicile, Mars is in his domicile, we got Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus as well. Jupiter is getting ready to move forward, so the energy is finally going. That's what it feels like. All right, people are being left behind, whether the challenge is, did you come in, you know, into union or did you not? Because if you didn't, we're moving on. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Literally. The challenges, the overcoming hardship, the whole sorrow bullshit, out the door. That's what it feels like. Wow. I wasn't expecting that right out this deck. I'm just kind of feeling like you fucking had enough. And it could be that you came out victorious on the other side of whatever this work issue was. Because that's what it feels like. Yeah. Look, you're exhausted. You're tired. Maybe you've been trying to hold on. You've been dealing with a lot of bullshit. That's what it just gives that. All right. Now it's like, yo, it's time for me to heal. Like, I'm done with this bullshit. We had enough from the past. It's kind of giving me, y'all played around enough with, you know, the confusion bullshit. Where's my shit? That's what it feels like. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands here, because this is the only queen I'm concerned about here. All right. I mean, maybe you held, you know, a bunch of bullshit, which on the other end of it, you could have came out, you know, sitting on your throne, very confident, very courageous, knowing what you want, going after that, sticking to that plan, getting creative. Like, that's what it feels like. Yeah. Stepping into boss man energy, I'm telling you. This is you taking your fucking power back after all the bullshit. Literally. I said it. When Mars moved into Aries, shift was going to start changing. All that boo-hoo, sorry bullshit was going to be out the door. All of the feminine yin energy, yes, it's taking place. But where is it taking place? In the sign of Taurus. Taurus is a fucking bull. It's very stubborn. It doesn't play no games. It's a fixed earth sign. It's Taurus. That's it, right? It's like, I'm over, I'm done with it. You've got Mars in its domicile there, warrior planet, willing to stand up, you know, vitality, willpower, and gaining the courage behind where it was that you wanted to take action, what you were trying to overcome, things that, you know, were being thrown at you with the bullshit. Absolutely not. No more. No more. Here's the King of Cups. So now I have 1, 2, 3 kings out here. All right. I'm just kind of giving me like you... Listen, when you go through all specific queens, that's when you end up being the Empress. It's almost like you've mastered so far the energy of your yin. Now it's time to step back into your yang. That's what it's giving me. Who's missing here? I got the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the King of Cups. I'm missing that King of Wands. Maybe that's what this is saying. Whether you're masculine and or feminine, you're bossing the fuck up. That's what it feels like. I'm telling you guys. Wow. Okay. Yep. It's time for justice. It's almost like what you put out there is what you're meant to get back. If you've been treated like shit, the coin is now flipping. All right. That's what it feels like. You're stepping back into your power. Things are coming back into balance, harmony, whatever you want to call it. All right. If you need to get paid, where's my money? That's what it feels like. If you're moving forward solo dolo, do you. Right? That's crazy. Again, this is Virgo's energy. All right. So anything pertaining to a legal case, this could be, what is this? Venus and Virgo. The other day, this came up in my reading, some sort of discrimination at work, saying, you know, if you were dealing with a specific legal case from work, that they could have been saying that you were involved, possibly even with like the boss person. It's almost like you're going to receive justice for that. Where's my money? Right? That's what it's given. Where the fuck is my money? I don't know. Moon card. Hierophant. There was some sort of secrets, some sort of lies, some sort of hidden motives behind a specific organization. Could have been some sort of institution. All right. Something pertaining to... Oof, wow. Listen. Wow. Okay. Listen. If there was, I don't know, it just fell down on top of this energy, so I'm just going to say what Spirit just said. If there was some sort of slander about you being involved with a specific third party, that's what this is all about. It was a hidden motive, all right? Now, when I went to go grab the card, I'm telling you guys what I see right here. I'm going to hold it exactly as I have it now. Let me just turn this way. All right, here goes Temperance. This is your angel guides right here. This is the energy of, damn it, I knew that was going to happen. Healing, balance, all right? Right behind that was the High Priestess, which is the counterpart to the Hierophant. You guys see it. Here goes the Empress right under. The truth came out pertaining to Wheel of Fortune on your behalf, what this was, why things were held back from you. Your spirit guides were working, all right? Here we have it. Look at this. Your angels are coming through and they're allowing you to step forward to your new beginning. Fuck all the bullshit, all the slander. They had enough. That's what it's given. And y'all seen the way it fell. Look, I got the Magician down here, the Queen of Cups, and there's the King of Wands. Period. I'll show you guys how it fell down. That's how I see it. Right here. That's nuts. It's like your ancestors done had the fuck enough. Wow. Look, moving on towards your happiness. Tired of being held back from having some specific, you know, love energy in your life. Moving forward with your family. You're done with the fucking deception. You're over it. You had enough. All right. That's exactly what it feels like. It's like no more rose-colored glasses over the bullshit. Okay. Let me just shuffle this up real quick, guys. Now, let's see. Capricorn, 5th house with the energy of Neptune. Wow. Wow. You guys, first of all, Capricorn in the 5th house, that's Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo. All right. Am I right? Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure. I can't believe that. It's overall giving me Neptunian energy. Where the hell is Neptune right now? I told you guys, listen, Neptune is the planet of illusions versus reality. All right. It has to do with the imagination, things that people bring up, fake illusions, that type of bullshit. It's at right now 29 degrees in 8 minutes. You guys are going to start seeing some weird ass shit going on. And I feel like the spirit guides are like, what? This person did what? Got you. Hold on. I'm going to read the Sabian symbol out real quick. All right. So we're literally at the last degrees of Neptune in Pisces. So from 29 degrees to 30 degrees, I'm going to read out the 29 degree one. It says a prism. It says seeing God in everything. Anything that is in an illusion right now, I feel like God is coming down and striking on motherfuckers. That's what it feels like. All right. Seeing God in everything. There are two different directions that concern us deeply, whether we are looking for God or looking as if through God's eyes. Simultaneously looking for God and looking through God's eyes. It says the white light is divided into a diversity of rainbow colors by a rainbow or a raindrop or a prism and shows clearly the allegory of the relationship between the one and the many. Isn't this what we've been seeking for? The understanding of our relationship with God. God chose to express itself as diversity. The creator that created a multiplicity of facets of itself. We cannot therefore ever expect to end our evolutionary journey since God itself is not static. The creator is creative and so always changing its expression like a kaleidoscope. Life itself therefore requires differentiation. We do not know God only by surrendering the self. We need also to express the self creatively. All right, so those that are worshiping, obviously, the damn devil, your time is coming. All right, because we're going to be seeing God in every damn thing. Doesn't matter if you walk into a fucking church on every Sunday, if you pray to God, if you do God's work, if you are literally letting people know about the word, however you're meant to say it. All right, because everybody's put on their own path. Now let's look at the 30 degree mark with it says the great stone face. I feel like, oh my God. It's giving me as if God is looking down at us. What did we see? Where's my card? With the angels that came out. Hold on. Because I know you guys see what the judgment card looks like and what the temperance card looks like. That shit is like they looking right down on us. Everything that we're doing down here. Everything that goes wrong. Alright. They're watching. I'm going to pull that one. You guys see it. Alright. Whether you're in the right relationships. Hold on. Whether you're completely balanced in your life overall. Emotionally. There it is. Open it up. Trumpet. This is what I feel right here. This is what I saw. Anyway, I'm going to read it out. The gray stone face. It says, becoming our own ideal. There is no right answer to or best version of anything. We make it all up according to how we feel or we think we should feel. We become whatever we idealize. So whatever the hell you think in your imagination is what's bringing up in your reality right now. Okay? So that's why I've been saying in your readings overall to continue to stay positive, think positive, and positive things will come through for you. All right? So if you've been on the right path, and you've been focused more so on your journey and where you're supposed to be ascending at this time and following the synchronicities of your guides, because I know you see them. They're all over. Everybody on this channel has said, oh my God, I've been seeing synchronicities. I've been seeing this number, that number. Yes, this is them communicating to us. All right. It says here, instead of ending one journey, or it says, instead of ending our journey, we find that we become the seed of yet another cycle of experimentation. We idealize many things. That's love, truth, and God itself, for example. And this is how we become aware of our relationship with archetypes. The essential conundrum with which Plato and Aristotle wrestle within resolution is whether we create the archetypes or the archetypes create us. The exact same puzzle is posed in the Hindu scripture, the Mahabharata. Okay. Do we create God or does God create us? This is the mystery of life, and simply put, it is that life is a mystery and a paradox and not within our grasp to understand. Life, God, oneself are all beyond our comprehension, and yet divine curiosity to know more of the eternal paradox is the very motivation that began it all and keeps it all going. So what we see when we look is nothing more and nothing less than our own expectations. What do you expect to change in your life? All right. So if you started a journey, let's say a year or two ago, what has changed in your life? Where have you set your motivation saying, I'm going to stop doing this. I'm now going to do this. I'm going to now do this. I'm going to stop doing that. Okay. Because whatever you put in your mind is whatever comes to manifestation. All right. There it is. Use your discernment. First, you are meant to imagine, then you can expect. All right. So utilizing your imagination to expect things to manifest the way that you want them to. But that's crazy that I have Capricorn in the 5th house with the energy of Neptune here. All right. You know what? Capricorn for me, it is ruled by Saturn, right? So it has a lot to do with structure, discipline, authority, responsibilities. It's where your public image is on the line, your reputation. It's almost like, but being in the 5th house is like, what do you want to accomplish pertaining to your specific happiness? That's where Neptune is saying, imagine that and bring it to the reality. Self-expressed, be creative. What makes you happy? What brings you joy and contentment? Peace in your life. That's what God is saying. This is a new cycle. Everything that has happened will be wiped out. This is a new beginning. I'm hoping that this is hitting somebody because it feels that way. It's like if you are up to hear with people's bullshit, done with it. God is like, you're forgiven, you're forgiven, you're forgiven. Now imagine what it is that you want your life to look like. I'm handing that to you. Because what happens? Neptune then steps in where? Aries in 2025. This year will be the biggest of the change. All right. Saturn will then move into Aries. Where will the discipline go? Within self. The way that you eat, the way that you present yourself, the way that you face other people in the world, that type of energy. So those that are so stuck on the illusions of this is how it was in the past and oh, this person's fake as hell because back then this is what they used to do and all they now all about church. Guess what? You stay right where you at. Let's see if God comes and brings your manifestations to reality. Let's see. Okay. Stick to your core, baby. Stick to your core. I mean, that's what it's giving me. That's what it's giving me. I'm going to pull a little bit of Astro. Okay. That's crazy. Crazy. And you know what? Capricorn being in the 5th house. Capricorn is a father figure. All right. A father figure. 5th house can be a hobby. All right. So this is you starting a new project. Okay. Utilizing creativity with Neptune's energy. All right. And of course, Neptune rules the energy of the 12th house. So it could have a lot to do with helping others heal and move forward on their path. All right. A lot of people, it's hard to overcome the energy of escape. 1 second, guys. So it's hard to overcome the energy of escape when you are so used to drinking, smoking, that type of thing, and it's just like a way for you to just say, I'll get away from all the bullshit. Why? Because you can't handle reality. Reality is what it is are you afraid? Are you courageous enough? Do you have the balls, you know what I mean, to step up to the plate and live this life the way that it is meant to be lived? All right, in happiness, not being forced by other people to do what they want you to do. All right, it's almost living in your truth, not someone else's truth. That's what it feels like. I'm about to change this channel to That's What It Feels Like Tarot. I don't even know if that's something, but that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. All right. So you guys, I think my daughter's back. Let's Let's get into the tarot. I'm sorry, the astrology of it all. Let's see what happens here. 2:47 on the clock. Let me see what planetary hour I'm at. Yep. Still at the hour of Mercury. And by the way, today is Mercury's day, May 8th. All right. So, I mean, today is what? The 8th. It's 2024. All right. Something that's been going on and on infinity is like, I'm fucking done. I am done. That's what it feels like. Number 8 is the strength card. I've seen the strength card come out mostly in all my readings today. All right. First quarter moon, mutable energy. When is the next full first quarter moon in mutable sign? So this first quarter moon coming up is going to be in Leo. So the next one will be in Virgo. Yeah. And then obviously it would be at the end of the cycle, because everything that's been happening now, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I explained this one time before. All right. Last year, when we were starting off specific cycles, it wasn't a good time to start something at a new moon, because by the time something started, it was already ending. It was like a new moon cycle, and then the full moon was happening right after. This year, the endings are happening first so that the new beginnings can start. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I did mention that to you. So every cycle we go through, it's the cardinal signs, which are angular energies, the fixed signs, which are succeedent houses energies, all right? And then we have the the mutable houses, which are those? It's angular, succeedent, and I forget the last one. Give me 1 second, because I know it. It's crazy. What is it? Oh, it's cadent houses. I have it right here. I didn't even look up. All right. So what happens is the energy changes every time. Cardinal signs are initiators, right? So we just had a cardinal full moon at the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. Libra rules what? It's relationships, right? Then we had a full moon in Scorpio, which is the fixed energies, which are meant to come in and stabilize energies, right? Make things balanced overall again. Okay. And obviously Libra is the justice card. It is like things are supposed to be smooth going, where things are evened out, fair for everyone involved, right? Scorpio brings what? The transformation, the death, right? Now we're moving forward to the full moon in Sag, where this is like finally the start of the mutable endings. It's like, listen, the energy will start then gaining momentum again. All right. I don't know. The mutable energy is going to start asking you to be flexible, adaptable, and versatile to the changes that are happening, because the energy is going to be so quick. The first quarter moon energy speaks about the energy gaining momentum. It speaks about the magnetism of how whatever specific sign that we're in, air energy here, I'm on the bottom of the deck. It's kind of giving me like it's picking up quickly. All right, so the air is expansive, intellectual, and inquisitive, whereas the fire is so like radiating. You know what I mean? So just depending on what sign we're in, that's the energy that's going to come out. So here we are. We're about to hit what we're at the new moon in Taurus right now, and then the first quarter moon in Leo comes up. Then guess what happens? Full moon Sag. That mutable sign energy is where it's going to start getting easier and easier, right? This is the tense time right now, because we're in fixed energy. The determination, the courage, the loyalty, the devotion is like all being called for right now. That's what it feels like. All right. So think of it when I explain to you guys about the houses, the energies that we're in right now, right? Yeah, we're in, the spring equinox. All right. But by the summer solstice, stepping into Cancer season, with that full moon in Capricorn that I've been telling you guys about, that there's 2 full moon in Capricorn this year, that's where the energy is going to be like taking off towards your achievements. I'm trying to tell you, listen to me. This is how you manifest your whatever it is you want to manifest, whatever it is. Could be a hobby. It's the way you put your mindset to it. This is how you manifest it. All right? You stay focused. Even when shit gets hard, even when you can't do it every day, you take a break, you take a break for a second and you continue on. You don't stop. It's just, the test is now, okay? With the fixed energies. Here's where things will stabilize. And the end of it, mutable, you'll start becoming a little bit more adaptable to what it's meant to look like. Then you continue to push forward. All right. But I'm kind of getting the message today that there's specific workplaces that are like, all right, you waited long enough, things didn't take off. Before we step into mutable energy, either you've adapted to whatever you set your intention on, or it's ending. That's pretty much, think of the moon cycle. Think of the moon cycle if it was the other way around. You set your intention on a new moon, you do first quarter moon, you do full moon again, last quarter moon, step into the next full moon. No, it's not like that this year. The energy of the angular houses, the succeedant houses, and the cadent houses are going exactly the way that they are, but they start with full moon energy. The ending happens before the new beginning. You guys, listen to me when I tell you. Oh, how do I explain it? I think I'm explaining it the best way I know how. All right? Best way I know how. So 10th house energy, it has a lot to do with your career, your public life, your reputation. This is the focus right now. So that Capricorn energy I just told you about, here it goes. All right? This is it. Why am I not focused? There we go. 10th house energy. Okay? So do you want to escape from your accomplishment? Because that can happen with Neptune's energy. Like say, all right, let me put these cards down. Let's say that you wanted to become a singer. You went to choir classes when you were younger, okay? You grew up, let's say you had a group of people when you were a teenager and you guys were possibly like band nerds and shit like that, right? Then you go and you finally become a little bit older and you're able to say, let's utilize the times right now. Everybody has a YouTube. Everybody has an Instagram. You finally get going with, your channel. Let's say people start picking up. And let's say finally, right at the end of it, you get to, you're being known, you're being seen by people. People are giving you your props. They're giving you your flowers. And then you go, I don't want to do this no more. Right now is not the time to do that shit at all. Not the time. You already did it. You already got started. What's the point of stopping? What's the point of stopping? Because there's no point. It's like you're not going to be able you're not going to be able to achieve the full blown, experience of it all. This is an accomplishment overall for a specific career for you. It's your public life. It's your reputation on the line. That's what it feels like. Okay. Mercury. So it has a lot to do with communication, the way that you express yourself. All right. Again, I said to you guys, Mercury has a lot to do with like if you have involvement with siblings, whether it's something you do in your local community, if you are associated with like doing some sort of work with your neighbors, right? There's community of people that get together and they go to public parks and they go clean up or they plant flowers. Or listen, I live in the hood, so they go and they do paintings on the walls and they do, everybody gets creative and self-expresses in their own way. That's what it feels like. Okay? I'm telling you guys, I'm changing this name. No more intuition on point. We passed that point, all right? It's now this is what it feels like. That's so funny. All right, so 11th house energy. Yeah, it has a lot to do with how are we meant to collaborate with each other? How are we supposed to network to look more so into the future? I've had 3 people today say something to me about the future. Yes, Aquariuses are the future. Don't fucking hate, okay? We are the future. Our mindset, the way that we think, the way that we understand things, and we try to share the best that we can. We're very humanitarians, okay? Very rebellious, very standoffish, very independent also. So don't get offended by that, but it is what it is. All right. It's almost like if we complete this energy of the 10th house and where our careers are heading, then we can fully start taking action towards the 11th house. Who can we bring in to bring part of our community? That's what it feels like. Okay? All right, so Imam Koli could be of significance. This could be like you representing the energy of, okay, this is my inner child healing. This is how I experienced it. I was able to tap into, my ancestors, the way that I grew up. This is how I am because of how I grew up. That's the energy. It's almost like being able to express how you have ascended throughout the years or throughout your journey. Journey can be anything. Me, spiritual ascension, right? The following person, again, on their musical journey, becoming an artist. Someone else can be doing sports. Who knows? Whatever it is for you that you do as a hobby creatively, this is where it's meant to take off for you. Okay? Those people that have been in their jobs for multiple years and you're wondering why am I being treated like shit? Why am I not getting the raise that I deserve? Why? Because God is giving you the opportunity to go do something that you love to do so that you can step up and be happy in your life rather than being like somebody's fucking puppet. You go do this, you go do that, No. Go be happy, go be at peace, and go find an easier way to make money. It's called working smarter and not fucking harder. You go kill yourself for somebody else. Thank you, Spirit. 6th house. How can you be of service to others? Help other people focus more so on their health, all right? And enjoy doing what you love to do for work. Figure your lives out. I don't know. Okay? So what did I say this was? Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo energy. I got Capricorn here. So both of them are being called out in the reading. I got Aquarius here as well. Mercury is currently in Aries right now with Mars. It's almost like communicate to the divine. What do you want to receive? What do you want to manifest? It's there with the fucking North Node, part of your destiny. Wherever it falls in your chart, it doesn't matter. You'll know if you're on your right path. Okay? The energy is gaining momentum. It's very magnetism at this time. Whew. Okay. Wax and gibbous moon. All right. So give spirit time to bring in what's manifesting. All right. Because the wax and gibbous moon happens right before we hit that full moon energy. And like I just told you guys, the energy will continue to switch over to the following sign, following energy. If we're looking at Sagittarius, we're looking at mutable. If we're going then into the energy when Capricorn comes, we're going back into the energy of Cardinal. Okay. Cardinals are the initiators of something. So when I said that this year, 2024, on 111 portal, where things were being brought into alignment with that new moon in Capricorn, and it takes 6 months to completely manifest something, you got 2 full moons coming up in Capricorn. Why is that so important? Because it has something to do with your fucking career. All right? And where you want to go in your life. What do you want to do? What makes you happy? All right? So, when we come into Capricorn, when we hit that full moon in Capricorn, we'll then be again in cardinal energy with the new moon in Cancer. You know what I mean? It'll be like, okay. But you guys gotta remember what's happening this year. Pluto, the biggest transit of the fucking year, that's gonna be there for the next 20 years, all right, is in Aquarius right now. The future sign, by the way, for those that want to talk shit, all right? Pluto is there, transforming everything, technology, the way that we communicate with social groups, all right? People that collaborate together. How we're meant to more so. Why the hell you think COVID happened? They want to see how people do independently, working from home. Get to the fucking program here, all right? This is what it is, okay? This is what it is. Pluto will one more time, step back into Capricorn because it's meant to destruct the way that we have been living our lives, being controlled by government. We are meant to move forward independently so we can make our money independently, spend our money independently, and focus on how we can build a foundation around our family dynamics because they've been in control of that shit for how fucking long. Just saying. All right. Listen, I don't know what it looks like. I'm not a fucking psychic. All I know is I read tarot. I feel shit. I know when spirit speaks to me and I've seen synchronistic signs. That's all I know. Okay? Lunar eclipse. Culmination. Release. Things have been illuminated. We've seen them already. We've seen that lunar eclipse happen in Libra. Yes. Relationships. We've seen them. Even with fucking celebrities. They all breaking down. All of them. Look what's going on with the presidents and shit like that. Listen, I don't listen to the fucking news. I'm not into politics. I don't give a shit about it. All right? Because I live my life how I'm meant to be. But it's all part of a transformation. I got Scorpio down on the bottom of the deck here. Look at this. Taurus. The opposing energies. Look at this. Guess what happens? Pallas moves back into Scorpio on May 16th. And it will literally be in opposition to the energy of the sun. Pallas is the way that we think. I'll read it to you guys. I don't make this shit up. I just know where the transits are, what the placements are, and what they mean. All right, let's look it up. Pallas is the asteroid of the way that we think. Pallas Athena, right here. Okay, let me get to it. Pallas Athena loans you the ability to walk into a boardroom or other professional situations and be ready to take on any challenge completely in your power with just the right words at hand. Just ask her. Pallas Athena is within you. Speak to her. She can help you navigate the echelons of power. Develop real skills, craft, articulation, and tech genius with her support and your concentration. Connect your trained knowledge, natural abilities, and that spark of divine fire. All right. It says just don't overdo the intellectual defenses. Make sure your intelligence and ability to rationalize don't cause more problems than they solve. Take off your helmet in the bedroom, inventory yourself, and see if you, like Athena, underestimates the power of the feminine heart or emotional intelligence. Keep that mind connected to the energy of your heart. What does your heart desire? Use your mind and go after that. Okay. I don't know how else to say it. Pallas is in Sagittarius right now. Pallas is in Sagittarius, a sign that is adventurous, that wants to explore things. It wants new opportunities. It wants expansion. It wants to be like out and, you know, exploring the world. But you can do that. Why are you thinking people are like trying to learn all type of different languages right now? Google Translate was going to be my best friend the other day. I told you guys. I had somebody come through trying to talk to me in, what the fuck was it? I even forgot what it was. Dutch? In a Dutch language. And I sure enough responded with like, copy paste. I'm going to respond back to you like this. And then I can have Google translate it to me and speak it to me so I can learn the language. Listen, utilize your tools. That's what I'm trying to say. Pallas is the intellect. Okay? I don't know. You guys, I'm getting hot on this reading. And I'm fired up. I'm fired up. Literally. I am so fired up. Alright. I wish somebody would try. I wish. Go ahead. Because I'm ready to take action. Listen, I got a moon in Aries. My North Node is in Aries in my 3rd house. Okay. It's crazy. That's so funny. So funny. Okay. Let me relax. Okay. And let me just relax because I can keep you guys going all day. Let's pull from the 5 Chinese elements. Let's see what, for my Chinese people out there, what we got going on. By the way, I think that Chinese astrology is so fucking cool. I love it. It makes perfect sense. It has its own little thing to it that I like. I'm still learning it, you guys. I'm not a perfectionist here, all right? But I do utilize my cards because once I read something over and over and over again, it's like when you write something down and you remember it rather than just typing it and being like, oh, yeah, I did that. Like, that's the dumb shit. What the fuck do you get out of that? Nothing, right? You don't get nothing out of that. But I pull cards. I read them over and over and over again, and that's how I remember the energy. So just work with me here because I just got this deck recently. All right, so I got the Wood Ox. Okay, with knowledge brings wisdom. Tell me I ain't on my shit. Number 2, High Priestess. Tapping into the energy of your intuition. The feminine energies. Okay. Number 2. Where am I? Okay. All right, it says here. I need to take a sip because I'm hot as hell. Hold the phone. Literally. All right. Yin wood in the heavenly stem of the wood ox pillar represents a flexible mind, one that is interested, curious, and open to different views. This card emphasizes the critical role of knowledge in your personal and professional growth. Your guides would like to remind you to always be open to learning something new every day. Knowledge leads to wisdom, the key to a higher consciousness and enlightenment. The ox as a yin earth sign is nurturing and resourceful, but also complicated. There's more than meets the eye when the ox appears. Hidden yin water in the oxus serves as a message to dive deeper into the subject matter to unearth buried wisdom, while hidden yin metal points to discovering inner treasures. It says the wood ox pillar often appears when you're experiencing a lack of progress despite your best efforts. Your current blockage is the divine nudging you to upgrade your skill set with new insights and experiences. Read and listen more. Seek advice from a mentor or a coach. Engage with those who inspire you. Invest in that course that you've been thinking of taking, or enroll in a higher education program to open new doors. Yin wood highlights an open mind unencumbered by attachments, beliefs, and expectations. Stay curious to keep feeding the mind. The ox may value persistence and consistency above all, but you must also be able to detach from your routines and go with the flow when the situation calls for it. Okay. Oh, jeez. That's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. All right. So I'm seeing that even the cow's third eye is completely illuminated. You see that. All right. So whatever knowledge brings wisdom. All right. So every time I pull from these decks, I always go in and I tell you guys about the characteristics and whatever sign I'm reading for. So the year of the ox characteristics are hard workers, independent, very patient. They are diligent, dependable, strong, and determined. They're very stubborn and slow paced. This is the energy of the moon in Taurus. All right, it's the fucking bull. I just said earlier, I don't know if the ox and the bull are kind of compatible. They should be. I don't know. What's expected in the year of the ox, though, is perseverance leading to long-term outcomes. So whatever it is that you set your mindset to long-term, that's what you want to deal with here. All right. So the ox is more so compatible to the rat, the monkey, and the rooster, which are the 1st, the 9th, and the 10th houses of the Chinese astrology wheel. All right. And the ruling hours are from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. All right. So maybe it's okay that if you have, some time in your life, okay? I know people work probably like 9 to 5s, or some people work overnight or whatever, but maybe between these hours are a good time for you to just try to work hard on something, stay focused on something, because there's not much going on in the world at that time, right? People are sleeping or should be sleeping, depending on where you live. I don't fucking know. All right, that's what it's given. That's what it's given. I'm gonna pull a crystal real quick for the reading, and I'm gonna get out of here. Is this the first Mercury hour that I went through? Because that was deep. Yeah, it was actually. Because the one this morning started at 5:52 a.m. to 7:03 a.m. And I think I woke up this morning at like 7:20. So I missed it. But Mercury right now in Aries is definitely picking up. You have to remember, we went through and got to 27 degrees of Mercury in Aries, and then it went retrograde all the way back down to 15 degrees. So now, as it's direct, I'll tell you where it is and what the Sabian symbol means. So Mercury is now at 22 degrees and 31 minutes of Aries. So we're supposed to round up to the 23rd Sabian symbol with Mercury in Aries. Let's look. What is it speaking about? A woman in pastel colors carrying a heavy and valuable but veiled load. Woman in pastel colors carrying a heavy and valuable but veiled load. It says here, the rich potential of every moment and situation, assertiveness, Aries energy, and desire together give birth to creative new possibilities. Creative assertiveness toward furtherment of potentials. Whether clear assertive purpose applies to a field of potential, something else is brought into being. Existence is not sterile. It is brimming with a polarized life force that cannot fail to create new life. Man, woman, child is a pattern that repeats universally. as artists, materials, artwork, for example, or ideal, limitation, and inventiveness. I love that. That's so cool. All right, so reticence, it says vitality does not find its exaltation in petty ass things. Period. Okay. So vitality has to go over something that you're passionate about, not that you want to be petty about. Okay. Let's see. There's this beeping sound in the back of my head that I'm like, ah, I hear it from outside. It's got to be like a truck or something. Oh, I got pyrite. I always love pulling pyrite because I have it here. This stone is heavy as hell. All right. Pyrite, it is meant to inherit your value, knowing your worth, self-appreciation, genuine abundance, and prosperity from within. All right, so the number 45 could be of significance, 4 and or 5. This could be April 5th. This could be May 4th. I don't know. I'm kind of getting like a whole mixture of things here. All right, or I'm seeing 4th house home, 5th house we've seen come out on the astro dice, speaking about your hobby. All right, what brings you happiness, that type of thing. All right, so 45, pyrite. Here we go. I'll read this one out actually because I'm in a reading mood. You guys normally get me with this. I don't know. Throughout the ages, humans have sought the gems of the earth, the crystals whose beauty enlightened the eye and whose powers could aid them in their quest to achieve a sense of safety and abundance. They recognize the intrinsic value of these gifts from nature, and when pyrite spirit appears, you are meant to appreciate the abundance that the conscious universe has provided, an abundance of opportunities, resources, support, and most importantly, love. A scarcity mentality will prevent you from seeing all that is available to you, and you are called now to offer thanks for the myriad gifts you have been given to help you achieve balance. As you take your healing journey, you will find it easier and easier to recognize that you will always have what you need. Abundance awaits you. Ready yourself to claim it. It's that the conscious universe has your back. When you need or what you need will not be denied to you at this time, so open yourself up to receiving it by practicing appreciation. All right, so pyrite has a very male energy to it. This stone aligns us with grounded action towards manifestation of abundance. It assists us in learning to take action one step at a time toward a desired physical outcome. Meditate with the stone to tune into the great value in all aspects of your life, the abundance and potentiality always available to you. Then you will be a magnet for prosperity. All right, so magnetism, we spoke about that earlier. All right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys can manifest whatever it is that you desire. It's on working with the energies of the moon cycles, where we are currently, you know, this year. It's kind of like, just start manifesting something. Even if it doesn't take off for you, don't give up on it. It's continue to push through with it. It will come through. It will. What was on the bottom? Rose quartz. It's all about self-love right now too. Self-love, knowing self-worth, being enough, knowing what you're worthy of. All right, so stay in high vibration, and I guarantee you it'll work for you. Okay. Oh, I gotta start making some bracelets using these crystals, because that's gonna be my next journey. Right. I did have a person saying that they want a personal reading. I do not do personal readings. This channel is enough for me. I would not be I can't. Because could you imagine how much time that takes up? And someone's like, this is like supposed to be something that I want to just take off, where I can help others heal, because I went through my own journey and it was a bitch. I'm gonna be honest. All right, I went through a lot. A lot. All right, but it made me stronger on the other side. I feel like I'm a whole different person, you know what I mean? And I feel really confident in myself and what I do. So hopefully this encourages you to go, you know, everybody has the ability to learn this. Everybody has the ability to self-transform. All right, and because I'm an Aquarius, I chose to do it independently. I could have went to a fucking person. Oh, you got this issue. Oh, I know. Don't fucking tell me what I got wrong with me, because I know what's wrong with me. I will lose my shit in a fucking second. I need to learn how to control and stay balanced. Okay. If anybody knows me, they'll be like, this girl is a ticking time bomb. But, all right, work with me here. We're healing. All right, we're healing. So I love you guys. I think I'm going to leave this reading there. I'll start off with a different reading. I'm going to just continue as we go on throughout the day. As the energy changes, as we move into different planetary hours, we'll notice how as we go farther in degree with every sign, with every planet, energy changes. All right, especially the personal ones. That's Mercury. That is the energy of Venus. We look at the energy of Mars, obviously. Those are the closest to us here on Earth. And we also utilize the sun and the moon because that's just what we're dealing with. All right. Love you guys. Leaving the reading there.